The Battle of Iwo Jima was one of the most significant and brutal battles of the Pacific Theater during World War II. It took place between February 19 and March 26, 1945, when the United States launched an amphibious assault on the Japanese-held island of Iwo Jima. The landing of United States troops on Iwo Jima marked a critical pass in this battle, which was part of the larger United States strategy to secure airfield for bombing mission against mainland Japan. Iwo Jima, a small volcanic island located about 715 miles south of Tokyo, was heavily fortified by Japan forces under General Tadamichi Kuribayashi. The island had immense strategic value for the United States, as its airstrip could serve as emergency landing site for the B-29 Super Fortress bomber returning for raids over Japan. Additionally, controlling Iwo Jima would allow the United States to launch fighter escort to protect bomber mission. To defend the island, the Japanese constructed an extensive network of underground tunnels, bunkers, and pillboxes, designed to withstand American bombardment. Unlike previous battles where Japan forces engaged in early, aggressive counterattack, Kuribayashi devised a plan of deliberated attrition warfare to inflict as many American casualties as possible. On the morning of February 19, 1945, a massive naval and aerial bombardment preceded the landing of United States Marines from the 3rd, 4th, and 5th Marine Division. Battleships and aircraft rained artillery and bombs onto the island for several days before the landing, but the well-entrenched Japan force remained largely intact. At 8:59 a.m., the first wave, 30,000 United States Marines, landed on the beach. However, the moment they advanced inland, they were met with a devastating storm of machine gun fire, artillery, and mortar shell from hidden bunkers. The black volcanic sand of Iwo Jima made movement extremely difficult, as it did not provide firm footing for bicycle or truck, unlike previous island battles. The Japanese held first fire at first, allowing more mariners to land before unleashing a coordinated, deadly barrage from concealed position. One of the most critical early objectives was Mount Suribashi, a dormant volcano at the southern tips of the island. From his high ground, Japanese force had a commanding view of the beach and could direct artillery fire onto United States troops below. One of the most critical early objectives was Mount Suribashi, a dormant volcano at the southern tips of the island. From this high ground, Japanese force had a commanding view of the beach and could direct artillery fire onto the United States troops below. The fight of Mount Suribashi was intense, as the Marines had to clear out deep tunnel and bunker while facing relentless enemy fire. After 4 days of brutal combat, United States Marines reached the summit of February 23 in 1945 and famously raised the American flag, and even immortalized in the iconic photography by Joy Rosenthal. The image became one of the most famous symbols of American perseverance and military sacrifice. Despite capturing Mount Suribashi, the battle was far from over. The Japanese defenders continued to fight fiercely from well-hidden bunkers and fortified caves. The United States force had to advance yard by yard, clearing enemy positions with flamethrowers, grenades, and close-quarters combat. The central and northern parts of the island were the most difficult to capture, as Japanese forces fought tenaciously in areas such as Motoyama Airfield, Bloody George, and Hill 382. The Marines suffered heavy casualties as they encountered suicidal counterattack, sniper fire, and deadly bombing traps. The intricate tunnel network allowed the Japanese emerge unexpectedly, attacks, and then disappear underground. By early March, United States forces had taken control of most of the island. The pocket of Japanese resistance remained. General Kuribayashi and his men refused to surrender, launching a final desperate suicidal counterattack on the night of March 25-26 in 1945. More than 300 Japanese soldiers charged American position in one last stand, inflicting casualties before being overwhelmed. By March 26 in 1945, Iwo Jima was declared secure, though sporadic fighting continued for weeks as small group of Japanese soldiers remained hidden in tunnels. The battles came at the enormous cost. United States casualties over 26,000 killed, wounded or missing, including nearly 7,000 killed. Japanese casualties, almost all 21,000 defenders were killed, with only a few hundred taken as prisoners. Despite the high losses, the capture of Iwo Jima provided a crucial airbase for United States bomber and fighter planes. Aiding the final push toward Japan, the island became a vital emergency landing site, saving thousands of American airmen. The Battle of Iwo Jima stands as one of the most harrowing and symbolically powerful battles of the World War II. It was a testament to the bravery, endurance, and sacrifice of both the United States Marine and the Japanese defender. While it was a strategic victory for the United States, the battle demonstrated the extreme resistance the United States would face in the planned invasion of mainland Japan. The ferocity of the battle played a crucial role in the United States' decision to use atomic bomber later that year to force Japan surrender. Iwo Jima remains a lasting symbol of courage and determination in military history.